So today I am out and I am using the OneTigris Stella. So this is my first 4-season tent. I'm going to find a place and get out wild camping. Okay, so it's Saturday the 18th of January 2025 and it's not as cold as it has been, but it's still a little bit fresh, and I'm heading off on a wild camp today up on the North Downs Way, and I'm trying out the OneTigris 4-season Stella tent. Tonight I'm just going to get out, use it, clear my head, bring you guys along with me. One of the things I like about the North Downs Way is there's like the main North Downs Way that everyone follows, but there's loads and loads of little offshoots, and if you decide just to detour a tad, you end up really on your own. There's not a lot of people around. So I'm just kind of plotting down this path now. It's already starting to think about where I'm going to sleep tonight, and then because everything's like really sloped, as you can see, but I've just come down here and there seems to be a little section off there, off the path, that levels out. Okay, so it definitely levels off, but you can see it is actually a trodden path. So I have found like a really nice spot that I wouldn't mind camping up at, but it's so close to the path. I'm going to put some food together and a hot drink. I'm a little bit peckish, and try and mull this over. I know the area well. There are some spots with a little bit of a hike that I can make my way to. It's just, this is a really nice area. In fact, I'll show you where it is. How nice is this? Like, for me, this is just a perfect little spot. You can tell people have walked through. In fact, I think I'm going to grab my lunch on that tree. So while I deliberate on some super important decisions, I'm going to have lunch. So here I'm using the OEX Tacana Solo Stove set. Chicken curry for lunch. All right, bit weird, but let's do it. Skinny whip, coffee, curry. Oh, and a bit of that sourdough bread. Save the rest for dinner. Steak and chorizo. Make sure you take out these silly things. Let's give this one a go. That's all right. Chicken curry from Adventure Food, not the worst. Bad news, can't camp here. It is off the path. However, it's such a lovely little cut through that people have tried to drop down off the path, come along to where I am, and walk through. So I have decided that I am gonna shoot off. There does seem to be a bit of a plateau almost on a steep ridge. So I'm gonna go find the ridge. So let's do that now. It's such a shame because look how lovely this would be to camp. So I've gone quite a bit more into the woods now, but I'm not visible, which is good. I'll show you where it is. The path is kind of up over that ridge over there. Started clearing a little space. One thing's not nice, and I'll show you. Somebody has clearly used this place before and dumped some broken gear. And so that's one of the biggest problems with this, is that while camping, so for example, I've got a black bag and I'll go home with more rubbish than I've created. It really is about protecting the environment that we're in, that we're lucky enough to be camping in, and not dumping your shit for other people to clean up. I'm going to gamble. The time is 3:30. I've got less than 60 minutes of sunlight left. Let's get set up. So for those of you who haven't seen, this is my new 4-season tent. So this is the OneTigris Stella. I did quite a bit of research before choosing this tent. I've been used to using the OEX Fox 2, the version 2, for quite a while now actually. And I'm a big fan of the tent. one of my biggest issues was room inside, not being able to sit up in the Fox. For me, was slightly frustrating. You know, for £200, including a footprint, for me, that's absolutely phenomenal. There is one issue. I have just noticed that here on the zip, it doesn't look like there's a bit missing. It just, you know, when a zip doesn't quite, it catches a little bit. This is such a crazy amount of room. Let me get a light on in here. I can live in here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, water. We've got food, steak and chorizo today. Porridge for the morning. Rubbish bag. Stove ready. I'm going to set up this little table. Cool little table, that. Link in the description. Thermals, sleeping pad, a floofy pillow, blow up pillow, and the Rab Ascent 900. Oh my god, so much room. We timed this really well, to be fair. Sorry, I didn't realise you weren't there then. Let's get out the sleeping mat, blow her up. So this is the OEX Flux 7R. Get my light back on now. The floofy pillow, also a blow up pillow. So if I ever get bumped off while wild camping, they're going to have to give me about 3 hours to pack up my gear. It's not so wild, is it? I've stayed in worse Premier Inns. There she is. Oodles and oodles of room. And you've also got like these hangers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got 4 hangers. If you ever want to hang anything up in your tent, loads of room there. And then you've got these little vestibule areas, and if you get the footprint, you can have a little bit of protection there. So yeah, there she is. Stands out like an absolute sore thumb. Being jet black, no brown there to soften that. Anyway, okay, so the light is coming down now. Sun's starting to set, which I'm happy about. I'm happier when it's darker in the woods. Less people are out and about. So I'm going to get settled. I'm going to get sorted. I'm going to wait for a couple of hours. And yeah, I'll come back when it is pitch black around here. It looks like it's going to be a nice, clear night. All set up and ready to go. The path is up there. My breath is there. It is a little bit chilly. That's just me talking. Here I am in the woodlands on the North Downs Way. Okay, so let's get settled. A little bit colder than expected. So it's currently about 3 degrees. Hopefully from 3 degrees I can get this temperature up, warm up a little bit before embarking on dinner. And dinner tonight, let me show you, is sirloin steak, chorizo, and what I've got left of this sourdough bread. So tonight I'm trying to make a real thing of my food and drink. The reason being is one of my problems is I'm really trying to ease off of alcohol in quite a big way. Alcohol and I do not get on well. We get on too well. So it's really important for me tonight to really make a big thing about, okay, I'm going to eat a nice meal, and later on I'm going to have a nice hot chocolate, a little snack, and read a book. So we've got some nice custard in there. Chocolate pudding in custard. So I've just been outside to hang my rubbish in a tree. Reason why I did that is with the OEX Fox 2, something chewed through at night to get to some dry roasted peanuts. So since then I've been a little bit paranoid. 8:30, but 8:30 in the world of winter camping is roughly bedtime. So you can see from the shots before that it's snowing, and I didn't expect that. The weather app said 0 chance of rain, and they were right, but it is snow. The temperature has dropped outside. So temperature outside currently is 1 degree inside the tent. So 8.3 degrees inside the tent, 1 degree outside the tent. I'll see you guys in the morning. And there's last night's campsite done without a trace. So it is the morning. Last night was a good sleep. It was a good 7 hours. Garmin scored my sleep at around 80, 85. First impressions on the tent, the OneTigris Stella. I'm not 100% sold. It's worth the money, I think. It's just that out of fly not coming down to the ground. Like last night wasn't a windy night, and I could see the inner moving slightly. I wouldn't have expected that. It's light for the amount of space you're getting. So it's a big tent. Maybe I need to get out a couple more times. And there's a slight issue with one of the zips. From around 9 o'clock onwards, I heard a bit of stirring. It wasn't the typical animal noises you hear as animals are passing by and around. It was definitely human. So I don't know if someone tipped up to try and use this spot and then saw me and then moved on. I might go down that way actually, just to see if I can see anything. How can anyone class wild camping as rough when you're waking up in the morning and getting yourself a mocker? So I figured I might ask for your guys' help. The one thing left that I'm struggling with, and even right now as we speak, is cold feet. I've bought some like mountaineering socks from Go Outdoors. They weren't cheap. I thought they'd do the trick. I've been through a lot of socks now, and not a lot is able to keep my feet warm. So if anyone knows of any decent, and I mean like the best, warmest socks you can possibly get, let me know, please, in the comments below. So that's me done. I'm gonna head off home. Before I take some cool shots with my drone, I'm not that experienced. Hopefully this will go well. If you're interested and want to see these shots, hang around. If not, hopefully you'll subscribe and come back next time I'm out.